Okay, so we have an issue. Fondor. Gonna get bombarded here. Because we don't have enough defenses there, because I screwed up. Wasn't paying attention to that. Hopefully we can make it in time, but they're already in system. The guys that are going to be bombarding. Who's it? The New Order, I think. Where are we fine? Oh, they're doing too many mothballed ships. It's so slow. Avoid the clouds if we can. So slow. So slow. I swear we're getting slower for some reason. Got a jump gear right there. So that would be them right there. There's a little picket fleet that sucks, but I don't think they're going to be able to bombard us. Just saying. Here, we got to talk to you. And they're trying to run. Okay, so we shall pursue them. Take command. You don't need that one. Take these guys for the fighters they have. You know, the frigates are going to be cutting off the retreat. Yep, so frigates are the only ones that can be deployed left and right in this type of situation, not you. These guys bring in the fighters, gunship stuff. Should be enough.
Come on, you pansy, get back in there and fight.
Yeah, so you guys drop. Gonna cut them off. Cut off the retreat, and then these guys just kill them with fighters and stuff. Try to bomb my planet. Stupid tractor beams. Okay, we are somewhat in position. Let's see what you do. This is a Corellian gunship. Got lasers, missiles that tear these. These are what, raiders, I think. Not aggressive, but we got enough fighters and stuff to crunch these, I hope. We just have to slow them down so they can't escape until the bigger guys get closer. Although there should be enough fighters and bombers out here to take care of them. No problem. And they all die. Ship recovery? Now we don't need evidence. Stuff for us. So, their saturation bombardment failed. That's all they were bringing, huh? Yes, for overcapacity, but Vondor's got a commerce. Yes, it does. So we can go sell our stuff there. Well, so planet saved. Barely. Okay, so our open market. So we can sell all our stuff here. We don't need all that metal, so sell that. Hold on to this stuff though for reasons. That. These. It's all stuff we don't need. Oh, and PS, what I was talking about before, you can see the price of stuff. We just hit F1 and it tells you, you know, basically normal price. No, sorry. This is what they're paying, and this is how much they want to buy. And this is the location and the star system and the distance, all this fun stuff. So again, if you're best place to sell, best place to buy. So this is what they're paying or selling stuff for, and this is how much they have to sell. And as you buy and sell things, the prices change. So there's that. So again, there's a supply and demand, and it works pretty well. And I also forgot to mention that every planet, except for or even our planet technically has a black market when we do the free port. So in case this Fondor is a free port, so technically there's a black market here. Although it's not really a black market. But what it means is people can buy and sell drugs and body parts here. Normal colonies that say somewhere else that isn't ours, that aren't free ports, most of them aren't. When you go to buy stuff here, they have an open market, and then they have a black market. If you buy and sell stuff at an open market, it affects your reputation with that faction positively. If you buy and sell stuff on the black market, it affects it negatively. There's a way around that somewhat by turning your transponder off before you land on the planet, because you're basically playing smuggler. And then you can you won't be able to buy and sell in the open market, but you can basically deal on the black market, and you don't have to worry about your rep, because you're playing the smuggler role. So there's that. So, hey, Desperator, welcome back. So again, it's a complicated system, and there's different rules you have to play by. And when you are flying around without a transponder on, if that faction has patrols out there, the patrols will track you down, and they will tell you to turn your transponder on or whatever, and you can either comply or not or whatever. If you don't comply, they may attack you depending on their strength, that kind of thing. So you have to worry about that. But sometimes they just want to scan your cargo. If you have a if you have a transponder on, they still may come in and scan your cargo bay to see what you have in cargo. And if they find anything illegal on you, they will fine you. So there's that too. And if they don't find anything illegal, they may just do a search of your ship anyway. And all that really does is it costs you some resources or supplies and whatever to basically, it's basically you're still paying a fine for not breaking the law. But usually they only do that is when they suspect that you have been dealing in the black market, because you probably have been, and they will still scan you looking for stuff. But if you don't have anything, they will still scan you and do a search and that kind of stuff. So it's a fun little system. So you basically smuggle it at your own risk. You take all your ships when you leave. Not always. Sometimes they do. It depends. It depends on what you've been doing, because like I said, they pay attention to if you're trading here, and there's a little trick that's kind of we'll just call it a feature, not a bug. Is the trick to not getting in trouble for doing stuff on the black market is when you first come to a planet, you sell all your black market stuff first, and then you go into the open market and you sell all the junks, all the rest of your stuff there, and it kind of washes their memory of your black market interaction. So I'm not sure if that's a feature or a bug, but I've used it a few times and it works almost every time, because it basically, it's like, they've got a very short memory is really what it is. So you sell in the black market first and then sell all the rest of your junk after that, and it, like I said, just wipes. So yeah, there's a way to work your way around it. And then again, if you come in, when you do dock with your transponder off, they consider you a smuggler for the most part, and you are suspicious to them, and they will try to, again, scan you and see if you got any contraband. So got to keep that in mind. Playing a smuggler is fun because there's a whole tricks to it and stuff. And it's even more fun trying to get onto planets that are hostile to you, because basically you have to do that. Because if you go to a faction that is hostile to you, you can still trade on the black market, but you have to go in with transponder off and you're basically playing smuggler. If there's ships that block scans, there might be. They're not super common, but I know they exist. I think there's something like that exists. I don't really pay. I don't smuggle that much, not on a regular basis, unless I intentionally do a playthrough where I want to play a smuggler, which I usually don't do, because it gets to be annoying, because it's a pain in the ass, because they're always scanning you and they won't leave you alone, and it gets annoying after a while. So, but if that's the thing you want to do, you can't do it. It's a very valid play style. Because I will not kill you or kid you, is big money on selling harvested organs and drugs usually at some point. Right now the prices aren't that good, but the prices are not bad either at 300 each. But again, these are considered illegal goods, so you have to smuggle them in typically. There's a hull mod that shields cargo from scans. Probably. I don't have it though, I don't think. In 10 days, welcome to the stream. I don't think I have that thing at the moment. At least I don't think I do. I don't think I found it. Right now, just selling vanilla junk that I don't use, which is most of it. Really only keeping the Star Wars technology. Want to sell that, actually. Proton torpedo launchers. We like to keep those around for a while. And this is my planet, so we don't really care about the rep here or whatever. But that means I should be able to sell that stuff. There we go. Brings that. Broadsword don't need. Clone Z95 headhunters. Carrying that around just makes me feel icky. Lux, because headhunters suck so bad. Oh my god. We don't need that stuff either. Set 119,000. Yay. Emperor, welcome back. Did I say welcome back? I'm not sure if I did. How's Mrs. D? She's doing well. She's really happy about being able to walk around without the walker now. The hobble. It's definitely. Did you hear that she's not using the walker anymore as of Wednesday? I think it was. Yeah, Wednesday. At her physical therapy session, she was told she does not have to use the walker anymore. She just has to use a cane now for the next few weeks. Yes, I know they terraform me on my own planet. That's wrong. That might be I don't know, maybe something they can't turn off. But it does seem wrong, doesn't it? Okay, so go here. Directory, nobody to talk to. bar.
You did it wrong.
No, I said bar.
This is how you do it. Warg. Please excuse me. That was embarrassing.
It was.
I meant to say. Jag.
Nearby for a different faction. You found that colonizing a planet for a different faction seems to work better than the penalty of that open market. Planet nearby for a different faction. What do you mean by that? The penalty of that open market. What penalty? There's no penalty for the open market. Open markets are awesome. You get a huge penalty for open market. Huge penalty? What do you mean a penalty? Hold over the 2 and the box. Resources? Under fondle. Oh, the stability? Oh, that's just lowering the this is because we have the open market here for doing business here, right? So what you're saying, you found colonizing a planet nearby for a different faction seems to work better than the planet. It's really not that big of a deal. Is like I get stability up to 5 by making it not a free port. Turn this off and the stability goes up to 5. Stability, we have Patrol HQ. See, we don't have a satellite in the system, too. We don't have a comm system, satellite in the system, it looks like. That's part of the problem. Yeah, see, we don't... Oh, they took it from me. That's why. We have to take this back. That'll get some stability back. That's why it took so long for them to get here. They had to take that. Who are you guys? Suing? Should probably save them. The relationship with independence improved by 3. So this actually came from me selling on my own planet. Our reputation went up to the independents because we sold on our own planet so much. And the independents come here to do a lot of trade with us, but technically it's our planet. Pick a moon they give to the Empire, then you can sell your stuff there. Oh yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I like setting up my own stuff. Because you can make... Because there's a way... What is it? Fondor. I mean, 22,000, which isn't that great, but... the upkeep. Because I don't have enough I should actually plug into some AIs here to take care of some of this cost. Before we leave, we should do that. They're running from us. What's it going out here for them? Oh, see it. Look, our little patrol took our satellite back, so our stability on the planet went up too. There's a desert world. As good as that one. Martyred Orc. Still, that one just kind of sucks. Here comes stuff. But as I was saying, the commerce thing on your planet can make a lot of money, and it's kind of worth the stability penalty. That's why it has, I think, a stability penalty, because of the money it can bring in. Ludic path, sucks to be you. They want to tithe me. They want me to pay 148,000 to them. Perhaps a larger tithe could inspire a broader arrangement. Cut the comm link. Move into engage. Kill them. Here's your tithe. The little guy's in there to shoot him up a bit. Nah, don't do that. Carriers. This is more than enough. Yeah, we just kill them. It'll be fine. So, Ludic Path, they're here to harass us, and we're here to kill them and get their stuff. Somebody's got to pay the bills. But yeah, like I said, I like having commerce. The commerce industry brings in a lot of money. Especially if it's close enough to their other colonies that, don't hate you, or other factions don't hate you, because they trade with it, and it brings in a lot of money. And again, the stability penalty is, there's ways of dealing with it with other, stuff you build on the planet. And having the ComSat station or a satellite, that reduces or increases stability by 2. I guess I should shoot these guys, huh? Save me. Venting just in time. Doesn't even realize he's getting his ass kicked. Okay, Brew. Thanks for watching. Almost farted. You didn't really have to tell us that, You could have saved that to yourself. Kept that to yourself, sorry. So, they didn't engage, so we'll pursue them with second command. And one still excuse. I still don't understand how these little tankers always escape. My second command doesn't know how to cut them off. Okay, so there's that. So Fondor's good. Colony threats. None currently. Oh, that's right. I want to go to Fondor and plug in some of these AIs to make the costs more acceptable. Okay, so heavy industry. I want to assign an AI core to you. Questions as well. So more production. We've got 5 AI alpha cores to use. This is a good place for an alpha because heavy industry is important for us. So we plug that in there. Commerce. So reduces upkeep, reduces this demand. So it's commerce currently. So it does actually know the demand. And upkeep is what? 1300. Way station's 9. 1350 as well. Patrol HQ is 18. Like income's 28, so upkeep is 1350. We'll just put the betas in everywhere. It's not a megaport.
I do not think oops means what you think it means.
Okay, so that should help a little. So what we're missing domestic goods, because we don't, yeah, whatever. It's because of what they want here, the population. So domestic goods. We don't actually produce a whole lot of, I don't think we produce any domestic goods in our empire, which means they have to buy them. That's why we're short, because we have a shipping disruption. Anyway, stability's up to 4 now. Because we got this comm relay back, so it's +2. Okay, well, that's fine. It's Kuat that leveled up, right? No, we started building a mine over here. What did anybody else? Fine. Chandrilla. Oh, Chandrilla's missing something. Rich farmland. We already have the farm. We're mining stuff. Got organics. It's hot. So another commerce. New production, heavy industry. Light industry. Actually, we want to build a light industry here because we have a plug-in for this to make it better. Again, this place has actually got an atmosphere, which is kind of a key requirement. Right? This, no, not that one. Biofactory embryo. So light industry on habitable planet. So that's Chandrilla. So go plus that in, increases industry production by 2 units. So yes, please. Do that. Gotta go make a trip. Chandrilla is over there. Go. Should I save him? So the mercenaries are friendly. These guys, Pirate Armada, need to die. How did we miss that? Listen, idiot. I'm trying to catch those guys. And they're running from us. How many story points do I have? I have 50. So where are you going to say, no, you're going to actually fight us in a pitched battle because I don't want to have to chase you around so much. So that... Yeah, that'll work. Matt, close call. Did you say something when he was running out the room? Maybe, probably, but I don't remember. I don't remember. Let's see. So escort you. Escort him. And we're set. Alright, let's go beat up on some pirates. See, now something this game needs is formations. As in, you know, I want to start every fight with 3 of these in the same formation together, so they can go around and kick the crap out of everything. And I want the carriers always to be in the same formation, you know, escorting each other, so I don't have to do it by hand every time. Something this game is missing. Will it happen? I don't know. But I wish it would. All the little green dashes is going into those, all the octuples on this thing. Okay, make sure the fighters don't forget about them. And go. Ah, shit. Corpses in the way.
The enemy is fleeing.
The enemy is dead. Nope, not quite.
Target at maximum firepower.
Fighters should be able to catch this one. I'm thinking they're in range. Yep, they are. Get them, K-Wings. And X-Wings. Ta-da. Stupid pirates. And they never entered, so second command take care of them. Is that Victory 1 ready to go? Yes, you are. So we need to move you up into a spot where we can recognize where you are. Technically your cruiser. So we got to get this thing outfitted. Try going to Chandrilla to plug in something, then we'll go back to Rocketville and get the Victory Star Destroyer up and running properly. Currently it's basically stripped. Problems here, looks like. Can't be smugglers, though. Okay, so we wanted to plug in this. So it's going to upgrade the production once this thing is built. 2 units per thing that it's making. So light industry actually produces those things: domestic goods, luxury goods, and drugs. A lot of days left on getting that finished. It's okay, no rush. Sort of. Anyway, so that helps with production. Here worth hiring. Bar.
You did it wrong. This is how you do it.
Official about the increased
Warp.
fire rate.
Please excuse me. That was embarrassing. I meant to say. Jag.
Yeah, all set here. It's our fast picket fleet. It isn't spectacular, but should beat the crap out of them. We have multiple picket fleets. They just need to be bigger. We need more heavy industry is what it is. Check out this barren world. I thought I had surveyed it, but I guess not. Mythic Path, what are you guys doing here? God, you guys all beat to hell. Colony threats. So your worlds will spawn friendly AI fleets to protect your empire. If you have the right things. You need to patrol HQ and your colony in order to the fleets to be spawned. And they are shit until you start doing other things like having heavy industry. Heavy industry determines the quality of the ships that are being built. Basically, see the production capacity over here. Your first heavy industry that you build, I think, is like 75,000 credits per month or somewhere around there. It's really low. But the higher this number gets means the better your stuff that you build for the most part. And this is where you come into your doctrine of blueprints, where you get to say, this is what my typical heavy patrol I want it to look like. Right? And it's based off of the blueprints you own. So the more ship blueprints and the equipment blueprints you have, the better your ships are going to be, typically. And this is basically just the settings that you're trying to shoot you for. Like, do you want more warships or do you want more carriers? Do you want phase ships involved or not? Do you want officer quality or do you want ship quality? Do you want more ships or less, or bigger ships? And then how aggressive do you want them to be? So as you change this stuff around, see, it changes stuff. And it changes actually the ships and the fleets. So, and you can pick prioritization of, you know, the stuff in your fleet. So in case ship, so you click them. So in this case, we want our priority to be Imperial 1 Star Destroyers in our fleets, and you can see they show up there. How do you get the blueprints? Random loot? Pretty much. There's different ways of finding them. You can find them for sale in various markets, but usually not the best. It depends, and you can get, like I said, if you're looking for a particular type of blueprint from a faction, right? So you want to get your reputation up with that particular faction, and then once you get up to a certain point, you can say, hey, I want to work for you, get a commission, and that will give you access typically to their military stuff, which we don't have in our, I don't have any examples of that look like that here, but when you go to a place to buy things, you know, a market, there's different tabs. There's the regular one, there's a military tab, there's a black market, and you can just click on the different tabs, and you'll, if you can't buy it because you don't, reputation's not high enough or whatever, you know, you can't buy them, plain and simple. But you can, again, work on your reputation with them and get to that point. And then blueprints can also be found when you're out exploring stuff. Basically, research stations, abandoned research stations are out there. If you find them, you definitely want to break them down, and when you do, that's where you get your blueprints typically from. But those you have to go, you know, fairly far out sometimes. So like that, this is the core world. You can't, there's not a whole lot of surveying to be done here, but you go out to the outer worlds here, you know, outer systems, and then you're got a better chance of finding stuff. Typically, research stations, you have a better chance of finding them around a black hole. And see, that's a black hole there. So you can find them typically, well, not I won't say typically, but you have a better chance of finding research stations at black holes, or I think blue giants sometimes too. again, it's very random sometimes where you find research stations, but they tend to be around black holes. And avoid neutron stars if you can, for reasons. And if you're looking for planets that are more colony friendly, you want to be looking around stars around the yellow and the orange stars, because they have a better chance of have better quality planets for colonies. If you're looking for, a Terran, sorry, I guess this is specifically Terran worlds, you want to look at orange and yellow stars. The reds tend to have whatever type stuff, because reds tend to be a little bit older and that kind of thing. Fenny, welcome back. What if you choose to be Mandalorian? This is the way. You could be a Mandalorian in this if you really wanted to, or you can work for them. You can't really be a Mandalorian, but you can definitely work for them, which would kind of make you a Mandalorian, right? Mandalorian mercenary. There you go. So, yeah, there's all kinds of stuff in this game. Visit Ronkoville because we got to get this Victory 1 up and running properly. Oh yeah, don't fly too close to the stars. See how the little corona is coming off there? You touch that and it sucks out the supplies on your ship. The closer you get to the star, the worse it is. So stay away from it if you can. But you can build shielding onto the ships to help with getting closer, but I don't usually waste that. These guys, the Nat Investigators. These guys are a pain. These are somewhat new. They don't like it when you have free ports. What do you guys want? Captain, the system is the site of an ongoing investigation into suspected criminal activity by the Department of Narcotics, Armaments, and Technology. You are hereby ordered to submit to a cargo scan for illegal goods. I have no illegal goods. See, this is the bullshit part. They have no authority here. This is my system. They have no colonies here. They have no authority whatsoever. This is total bullshit. What's this about, officer? The rogue jurisdiction of Shalandria is a known haven for pirates, smugglers, terrorists, and other criminal elements, under the guise of being a so-called free port. The fleet commander makes the word sound like a curse. All persons entering or leaving this den of vice are subject to a stop and search to ensure they are not abetting the villainous scum. This is my territory. The commander sneers. The very platonic ideal of officiousness. The entire sector is under the jurisdiction of the Persian Sector Criminal Police Commission, who doesn't exist in this game, or this version. As laid out in the Nova Maxios Agreement of 145, he says slowly, as if explaining things to a particular dense student. As such, the concept of your territory has no relevance or legal standing, while an ongoing Sectorpol investigation is concerned. Now, will you submit to a search, or do you confess trafficking and obstructing of justice? We are identified. All my colonies are free ports, because we're Hutt. We're Hutt this time. We're kind of, this is what we do. We allow smugglers and stuff. But since I've wasted enough of your time, I'll let you scan. No contraband. Haha. Suck it. Lee. So we just basically just ruined his day by taking up to all that time. Dummy. The wrong key there. There we go. And more salvage. No. Off we go. See, now he's harassing everybody in the system. And again, I think, if you're doing the vanilla game, it fits. But when you're doing a modded game, it doesn't fit, because the faction that he says that they're working for, or the law and stuff, it doesn't even exist here. They should be gone. But they're fun to poke fun at, and especially when they're harassing you in your own territory. button. That's the wrong button too. Operative doing their job, getting rid of a Panther cell on one of our planets. I still need to do more colonies now because we have extra alpha cores. He's got so many mothball ships in there. Is he selling them? No senior game. Neutral raiders. I always attack them because I think they attack the trade ships. They might. They just very well what? They very well very well may be attacking merchant ships. I wouldn't be surprised. You. Freelance commissioner, administrator we don't need. Can you actually attack those sector pole guys' bases and wipe them out? I don't know if they have any actual bases. They're part of the independent faction. They're technically members of the independent faction. So you could wipe out the independent stations, yes. Will that make them go away? I don't know. Because sector pole is new for me. Because the last time I started playing this game again a couple of months back, but I hadn't played for a while, and they weren't, like last year when I was playing the game, they weren't in the game yet, so they're new for me. So I don't know exactly if you can get rid of them completely or not. But you can wipe out the independent faction if you really want to. Anyway, this. Oh, sorry, we already put bombers on you. Third. Oh, you do have guns on you. Oh, was I? Oh, sorry, we're missing the medium stuff that we wanted, which were the heavy turbo lasers, I think, the 10-pointers. Red ones. Looking for the red ones. Because we're doing red lasers this run. Heavy turbo lasers, there we go. And we have the heavy dual ion cannons on the spine. So yeah, we're just doing all these guys here. Stuff, so that'll work. A lot of ordnance points to play around with. Did I put armor on this? I did not. Let's put some Beskar armor on this just to make it a little bit tougher. I have 16 points to play around with. So we have integrated targeting, Kyber crystals, and Beskar. Where's the other one? What's it called? Kyber? No. Tabana, there we go. Tabana gas, which helps with the flux generation. So that, 1 point left. We could buy some of this, or build in some of this stuff to get some points back, but I think this is going to be fine the way it is. That should be fine. And weapon groups. We like the Victory 1 Star Destroyers because they are nice missile boats. Big missile boats for us. Okay, the missiles are links, but everything else is alternating because it's prettier. And that'll work. Okay. Again, very capable ships for their size. Especially for them with the missiles. They just sit back and just launch missiles all day long. Okay, so you're all set. You just need a captain, but we don't have an extra captain laying around. Could promote you. Ah, but no ballistics. Ah, you are. Train you entirely? Oh, we were just changing this stuff around. Why did you have ballistic mastery on a ship that you don't have any ballistics? I'm confused. Oh, that was somebody we found, probably. Meerkat, welcome back. Happy Sunday. You want to be a captain? Okay. Who would you like to be? We have choices. Jabba? No, that's me, sorry. It's the only Hutt we have is me. We haven't seen any other captains that are Hutts, sorry. It'd be other people. We can go look. I mean, I always look, every planet I go to, I'm always looking for more captains. But yeah, unfortunately, Java's not an option. Let's pick a random. A random one. This guy. There we go. So that's taken care of. Now watch, next planet I go to, there's going to be a Hutt there. You know that's how it's going to work. Of course, we can always change names. It's not a big deal. You fight for the glory of the Hutties. Sort of, yeah, I guess. So, our fleet. Okay, these guys we're going to... Sure we're on the right planet. Yeah, we are. Okay, so... I'm going to store you two. These you want to get fixed up, and then we're going to put them into our secondary fleet that we don't have yet, but they're going to be the start of it. So we're going to unmothball you, bring us some crew. Oh, we need a lot of people actually. How many crew are we short? For this one, 1,000? 100? Ouch.
Hey, bag of water, it is time to take a break. Go stretch your legs. This break supports the purchase of Rocket's treats. If you would like to help Rocket feel like a puppy again, please visit gimpy.com/support or type !treats in chat, or you can watch the ads during the break. Thank you. Your next break is in 1 hour.
I'm already. Ugh. Comes up so quickly sometimes. I put this stuff in the storage, otherwise I forget. Okay, so sell the rest of that junk. And then we get back, we have to get this thing outfitted. Go from there. So again, this is a procurator. So this is basically a large Star Destroyer from the Republic era, pre-Empire. So they're pretty big. Only what, 2,200 meters long? So 2 kilometers. Little guys. But anyway, we'll outfit this when we get back, so that when he gets these all ready, he will get put into our secondary fleet. Actually, probably work on all those, but we're going to go the easy way. Get a design in for this one, and then save it for the other one, and go from there. So anyway, I do need to get up, stretch my legs, get some water. I'll talk to Mrs. Gimpy and Rocket, see how things are going. I'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you all very much for watching. Be back shortly. Enjoy the dog video.